I'm Yaroslava. I'm the Director of Programs at the Mexican Cultural Center in Philadelphia. And we're actually located in the Mexican Consulate in Philadelphia, which is in the Burst Building on Independence Mall. What we do is we promote the culture of Mexico with different events throughout the year, including Mexican Week and the Mexican Independence Day Festival in September.
My name is Michael Jones Betters. I'm here at the Mexican Culture Center in Philadelphia with my friend Yara.
Hello.
So today pretty much we're just going to talk about the Mexican culture, the religion, when was Mexico founded, more about the flag, foods they eat, and some things that we don't know. So Yara.
Yes.
Alright. So are you from Mexico?
Well, it's actually a funny story. I'm Mexican and Russian.
Okay.
So my dad's Mexican and my mom's Russian.
So do you miss Mexico?
Yeah, I do. I mean, I've lived most of my life in the U.S., but I do still, I do miss it because most of my family on my dad's side is there.
Okay.
So yeah, but I try to go back when I can.
That's good.
Yeah.
So, alright, so I believe the main language in America is like English, depending on what area you're from.
Yeah.
So what would be the main language in Mexico?
The main language for sure is Spanish.
Spanish? Okay.
Yeah, but there are definitely some communities that still speak indigenous languages.
Okay.
One of the biggest ones would be Nahuatl. That's kind of what the Aztecs spoke.
The Aztecs.
Mhm.
And the Aztecs was the one that pretty much founded Mexico?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you speak? How you pronounce it?
Nahuatl?
Nawa?
Yeah.
Nawa. So what type of, how do you know, do you not speak
I
it?
don't.
You don't
know
know how to speak it?
But there are actually a lot. That's just one example. But there are a lot
Mhm.
of other ones in the southern state of Oaxaca.
Okay.
There are several languages. One of the big ones is Zapoteco.
Okay.
That's kind of what some Mayans spoke. So there are a lot of indigenous languages, but overall, everyone speaks Spanish. For the
Spanish.
majority.
So, me llamo Michael. De donde eres? I know some Spanish. I scored a 106 in Spanish class, high school. Spanish too. But so what will be something else I want to talk about is the flag.
Mhm.
I know your flag colors is red, white, green. You have your center logo.
Mhm.
What do those colors represent?
I believe red is the color of like the blood of all the soldiers who sacrificed
Okay.
for the country. Green, I think is for the like the land,
Okay, that's reasonable.
but I'm not sure. But what I can tell you about is what you said, the logo or the seal in the middle.
So,
I don't know if you've noticed, it's an eagle
okay.
with a snake in its mouth, and it's like on top of a rock.
Mhm.
So that is based on, actually goes back to the founding of Mexico or Mexico City.
Mhm.
So, like you said, it was by the Aztecs, right? So they had this. They believed that they were supposed to found the city on like a body of water, like a lake.
Right.
And they would know which lake it was based on, they would see an eagle with a snake in its mouth on a cactus
Right.
in that lake. And whenever they saw that, that's it. That, like, it didn't matter like what, if it was like livable or not, like that's where they had to do it. That's what the prophecy was, or that's what they were being told by their gods.
Right.
And so they found that, and it was in what was called Tenochtitlan, which is now Mexico City.
Okay.
And it was actually just like this lake. And so they're like, oh, well, I guess we have to build on water. So yeah, that's how it started, and that's why that's the seal of
I
Mexico.
see that you got some art up here.
Yeah, these, I'll show you. These are actually made of paper mache.
Wow.
Yeah. They're called calacas.
Caracas.
It's like skeletons. But
Okay.
so these were made for our big celebration of Day of the Dead, which is
Okay.
one of the big.
I think I got one of those tattoos.
Really?
The Day of the Dead thing.
Yeah, you do.
I'm like half Mexican. Something my grandpa told me. I don't know, but
So it's one of the biggest like celebrations, holidays in Mexico.
Mhm.
So it's around when you have Halloween here.
Right.
It's October 31st, November 1st.
My birthday is October 30th.
November 1st and November 2nd. It's actually 3 days. Just even though it says Day of the Dead, it's 3 days. And that's like a celebration of the people who have already died.
Mhm.
So it's not like, but it's not a sad thing. It's just like some days to remember your ancestors, friends, people who have passed away.
Mhm.
And so most people create altars, and you put like the favorite food, objects, pictures of the person who.
Proud of Mexican culture. Like, what does it mean to you?
Say like colorful. Interesting,
Definitely.
vibrant, yeah, diverse.
Mhm.
Because, like I said, even throughout Mexico, there are so many differences. In the south, there's one type of food, and in the north and in the center, even the way they make tacos is different. The way they make mole is different. The way they make quesadillas, like for me, quesadillas must have cheese. In the center of Mexico, they don't have cheese, and I'm like, that's not a quesadilla, but to them it is. So anyway, there are differences throughout the country, and also in terms of music. In the north, they like more what is called banda, so it's
Mhm.
like big groups and they play different kinds of music. In the south, it's more like cumbia, reggaeton, different styles. And like I said, that I think also has to do with maybe the environment they're in, the type of landscape they have, the traditions they're born out of. Like I said, in the center it was like the Aztec culture, in the south it's more the Mayan. So I think
Mhm.
that also influences how the culture has developed over time. But yeah, so very diverse. You can't just say like this is Mexico because it's